Run, they're right behind us.
Yeah.
Had enough threats from your brother. I don't need any more from you.
If I have to tackle you to keep you in here, I'll do it.
Bo, just listen to him, okay?
Yeah, I have been listening to him. He wants to wait around for his loyal troops to show up and just take this place over, but he doesn't know when they're gonna be here, if ever. I've had it. I want to get Sarah out of this palace and safe now.
Now listen, Bo. Roland needs Sarah. Now, if she doesn't marry me, he can't take over the throne, which means he isn't gonna hurt her. But if he catches you with her, trying to escape, he'll kill you, Bo. And then he'll make up some story to the press and to the U.S. government about how this jilted lover came and tried to kidnap the prince's fiancée.
Bo, he's right.
Okay. Giving it some thought very carefully, and I'm not going to take your advice. Okay, I want to get Sarah out of this palace. Now.
Oh, you can't just go marching into Sarah's apartments. When Roland found out about your escape from the castle, he activated an elaborate electronic surveillance system to keep an eye on her.
There's got to be a way to get around the system. There's always a way.
Well, there might be a slim chance if we move fast and get very lucky.
Andy, the next time I volunteer, it's not to wash the tablecloths, okay?
Well, when we start making a profit, you can start having an opinion, okay?
I'm just kidding anyway. Hey, who's that in the huddle with Gabrielle?
The notary public. She's signing papers to turn Max's place over to me.
Great, so that means the judge said she could give you Al's share of the bar, right?
No, not really. He said that I could be made Al's trustee for this part of this estate.
Well, it's still pretty generous of her. And that means you get to call all the shots here.
Yeah, that will certainly make my life a little easier. But she's just been so flaky lately. I keep expecting her to come over here and start hassling me about selling the place again.
Well, don't worry. You know, you've come a long way. From trashing this place to being an owner and running it all by yourself.
Well,
it's pretty good.
I'd give up this bar and every bar in the world to have Max back again.
Andy, I've changed my mind. I can't sign these papers.
Well, I thank you very much for the compliments.
You're
but
welcome.
quite frankly, I thought the college students were a terrific audience. They inspired me to new heights.
No, your speech inspired them. They were a show-me crowd right from the start, and you won them over completely. You know, you have great rapport with the youth. In fact, you have a rapport with everybody.
Well, thank you very much. I was very pleased that so many of them volunteered to work on the campaign.
Well, I'm sure they'll bring in a lot of votes. Oh, hi, Tim. What's up?
A telegram for you, Mrs. Buchanan, from Washington. Arrived about 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Telegram. Goodness.
who's it from?
Oh, my goodness. This changes everything.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
I'll do anything for the chance to get Sarah out of here. You know that. So is there a control room where they monitor her? Are there guards around there?
Yeah, there's a control room and there's lots of guards. But I think that we can cut the system's wires right here in these chambers. Bo, take a look in the corner over there. By the window, behind the drapes. Is there a cable?
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm pretty sure that Roland doesn't remember that cable, that section of the cable runs through this room.
Well, that's great. So all we have to do is cut the wires and we're set.
Well, not exactly. If we cut the wires, it'll set off an alarm, which will cause a lot of confusion.
Confusion's perfect. That's just what we need. While everybody's confused, I'll sneak in, grab Sarah. I'll meet you back here, and we'll all fork it out.
Half right, Bo. Once you get Sarah, you go straight out of the palace and then straight out of the country. You don't have time to come back here.
It's too risky. So when the alarm goes off, you and Megan are on your own, right?
Okay, great. We'll meet you in the woods and then we'll head for the border.
Yeah, that's our only option. So let's just get going. Come on.
Leaving is not an option for me.
Why?
Look, I'll do everything I can to get you guys out of here. But I'm staying in this palace. I can't simply forfeit my throne to Roland.
It's from Congressman Freelander.
Freelander. Dear Mrs. Buchanan, the committee hearings on adolescent drug use and addiction will begin on March 3rd. We hope to devise a strategy to curtail the lucrative and frightening teenage market for drugs. We understand you are spearheading a crusade in eastern Pennsylvania and would very much like you to testify at our hearings. Please advise forthwith. Congressman Hugh Freelander, Chairman.
How about that? The congressmen do read their mail. At least they read the copies of the banner we sent them.
Yeah, well, on one level, this is great. I mean, this will put you in a national forum. It'll get you a lot of publicity. It'll boost your ratings here.
Yes, and it will also show Mr. Carlo Hesser and his cronies that I have no intention of backing down from my campaign or the accusations that I made against him.
Which means you better give careful consideration to all the ramifications before you make any decision.
Roger, there is nothing to think about. I am not going to back down. Besides, if I go to Washington and get up in front of Congress and testify before the entire country, those men aren't going to do anything to me.
Who? Hesser or the foreign suppliers? Don't be naive.
I am not being naive. After that article in the banner, if anything at all happened to me, it would be so obvious who had done it.
Yes, but that would be difficult to prove, if not impossible. Hesser's no amateur.
What are you saying? You don't want me to testify? Maybe you want me to retract what I wrote in the paper? If that's the case, I'll quit the campaign. I'll go home.
Well, that's what my heart is urging, yes. But I also know if you appear before that committee, it'll be a giant step towards your becoming mayor. And it could also get Washington to help us end this scourge.
Yes, and there is another very important reason for going to Washington, and it has to do with our friends, the drug dealers. If I show any sign of weakness now, it's all over. I couldn't even walk down the street.
Yes, I know. But we have to get you more protection for this trip. As a matter of fact, I think you ought to tell the congressman that you have to have bodyguards because of the threats made against you and your family.
Actually, that's my only concern right now. What happens to the family if I go away?
Well, we'll just have to make sure they're safe. Even if we have to ask the president for a battalion of Marines.
All right. I'm going to call Washington and accept.
Have you changed your mind about turning this bar over to me?
Wait, Gabrielle, what do you mean? You don't trust her to look out for Al's interests? You think she's going to steal his share of the profits or something? I don't understand.
Tyler, would you please stay out of this? It's really none of your business.
Gabrielle, Andy didn't ask you to turn over control of the bar to her.
Listen.
I mean, you offered it.
You said that you wanted to have nothing to do with this place. Wait, well, I get it. I get it. You're on that selling kick again. Well, forget it. I own half of this bar, and I'm not going to sell it. If you want to sell Al's half, I'll buy it from you.
How are you going to buy Al's half? You don't even have 20 bucks to your
If
name.
you two would just calm down and let me explain, please. Andy and Tyler, I know you are both grieving for Max as much as I am. This is a very touchy subject. Now, I'm going to sign this paper on one condition, that you change the name.
Change the name?
Yes. I don't care what you change it to. It doesn't make any difference as long as it's not Max's place.
That's the whole point, Gabrielle. Keeping Max's place, his dream.
Andy, please try and understand. Every time I walk past this place or walk in here or hear somebody call out the name, I just can't bear it anymore. And I don't think it's good for Al. I think we need to make a few changes. He doesn't need to think that his daddy's going to walk through the door any minute now.
Al understands what happened to Max. And the name means a lot to me. I'm not changing it.
Max is dead. The sooner you get over that, the better for all of us.
I know that he's dead. But that doesn't mean that I have to tuck away my memories of him like you want to do.
Gabrielle, it's tough on everyone, especially you. But as time passes, you'll see that the pain is going to fade.
But you know, I really don't need an opinion from a boy like you who hasn't even begun to suffer what I have. This is a take-it-or-leave-it proposition, Andy. Either you change the name or I will sell Al's interest to someone who will. Make up your mind, preferably by tonight.
Do you understand her, Tyler?
No, not at all.
It's like she's two different people. She's really nice or she's really hard. There's no in the middle anymore.
That bus took so long to get here.
Thank God we made it.
Yeah, look, we gotta get moving. We gotta tell everybody what is going down.
Yeah, I'll get over to the American Embassy.
Good idea.
Oh, wait, darling, do you think we should go together? Will you be all right?
Yeah, no need for us to go. Once Dorian tells the State Department what happened, how she was kidnapped, how Sarah was forced to marry Prince Raymond, they're gonna move on this thing immediately.
Gord's right. As soon as the world press hears about what Roland's done, he'll be driven from the country.
And then Cassie and Sarah will be set free. That would be wonderful.
All right, you come back to the hotel when you're all done, all right? I'm gonna call my own press contacts.
Good luck, Dorian.
All right, come on. Let's go.
Alle in Mendora mit gemischten Gefühlen gewartet hat. Glücklich einerseits für ihren Prinzen, unglücklich, dass der Prinz durch seine Heirat mit Sarah Gordon auf seinen Thron verzichtet. Das Schloss, vor dem wir hier stehen, Schloss Bellevue, wurde zwischen den Jahren 1650 und 1689
Hard to believe that I could hate a gown so beautiful.
Really is a gown fit for a royal wedding, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what they're calling it? A storybook wedding. It's a fairy tale wedding. Isn't that a laugh? I'm not going through with it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not. I don't have to marry a man that I don't love.
We have no other choice, do we?
Yes, I do, if they've escaped.
We don't know for sure if they've left Mendora, and they could easily get captured again.
This whole thing is my fault because I had to postpone the wedding, because I had to have the perfect wedding with Beau.
Look, one way or another, Roland is not going to get away with this. You'll get married to Raymond, you'll leave the country, then you'll expose him, and then you can go ahead with your plans and get married to Beau.
Cassie, you're presuming an awful lot. One thing is that Beau is even alive.
Roland is a psychopath, that's true, but he's not stupid. There's no way he's going to be able to explain the deaths of 4 Americans, all of whom happen to be your friends.
He also happens to know that Raymond and I can expose him.
Well, he won't care about that once he's sitting on the throne and he's in power. Besides, he'll be a lot more worried if the United States government is upset with him.
Thanks. It was a really nice try, okay? Look, we both know that I'm going to have to marry Raymond. Or else I'm going to be killed. Or I'm going to have the death of 4 innocent people on my conscience.
I agree, you have to go through with the wedding. But everything's going to turn around, you'll see.
I guess what my biggest fear is that Beau is being tortured or... I mean, if I just knew he was all right, I think I could handle this whole thing better.
Look, Beau, my mother, and Megan are very resourceful people. They're probably at the border already getting help.
I'm going to try to believe that. Okay. I guess it's time for the bride to try on her wedding gown.
My country comes first. I have a responsibility to my people and their trust in me. Their trust in this family. I can't let Roland destroy what the Hohenstein name has meant for centuries.
That's very noble, Raymond, but it's not going to mean a damn thing if your brother ends up killing you.
He may just do
No. Roland won't kill me as long as he thinks he's winning.
Yes, but when he finds out that Sarah is gone and that you're not going to abdicate the
Yeah, then you're going to be expendable, pal. I mean, as mad as this guy is, as mean as he is, he'd just as soon kill you. Throne, no throne.
This is no time to be honorable. We have to try and escape the minute that Beau leaves with Sarah. So forget about all your training, forget about all your breeding. You went against tradition once when you fell for me, so go against it again and save your life. If you refuse to leave, then I'm not going to leave you.
Oh, no, Megan, I won't allow you to stay.
Well, you can't command me to do anything because I'm not a Mendoran citizen. I'm an actress from the United States. All right, Bo, I'm going to stay. So if we end up in some dungeon somewhere for 40 years, you might have to find a new leading actress for fraternity.
No, you can forget about that. We're all going to get out of this. We're all going to be happy, with the exception of maybe of Roland. Now, do you have anything we can cut that cable with?
These are the results of the last poll, Tim. Thank you.
Well, I just got off the phone with Freelanders Aid. They'll give you federal protection in Washington. Then I called Rafe. He'll watch your house 24 hours a day and watch your kids while they're in school.
Thank you. But did he say when Carlo Hesser is going to be arrested?
Well, they're doing their best. Our sources aren't giving them any help, and Hesser's lawyer is really making things tough.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just what I wanted to hear. Terrific.
Vicky, Roger.
Hello, Gabrielle.
Hi, Gabrielle. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm
Good.
fine. Father Tony Valone said that you would have some time to meet with me this afternoon.
Yes. Good. I think it's very admirable that you're taking on this cause right now.
Are you going to help with the campaign?
Yes. She's volunteered to chair the committee that's going to raise funds for Outlook House.
Well, that's great. We can use all the help we can get. Look, I have to make some phone calls, so welcome.
Thank you.
Come sit down. There you go.
Thank you.
I talked to Tina last night. She said she had been trying to reach you but wasn't able to.
Yes, that's right. I haven't returned anyone's calls because I don't want to talk about Max. I just want to concentrate on the present and the future, the immediate future. I have to admit I don't have a great deal of faith in the long-term future.
I certainly understand that. No, really, I do. You didn't live here in Landview at the time, but years ago when I was pregnant with Joey, my husband, Joe Riley, died.
Yes, Tina has mentioned that.
That's the sort of thing that you feel you'll never recover from. You don't even want to recover from it sometimes. Life is totally useless to you. Tomorrow seems very cold and remote. But, as you do, I had to go on because of Kevin and because of the baby that was on the way. You're very lucky to have Al, because during those days when you feel that you absolutely cannot continue, Al's needs are going to keep you going.
Yes. Vicky, I appreciate your words, and I will keep in mind what you said. But if you don't mind, from now on, I would rather we don't discuss Max. You see, dwelling on it makes me feel as though I'm sitting still somehow, and in order to keep one foot in front of the other, I need to concentrate on other things.
I understand that, too. I want to just say that I find it remarkable the way you have turned your life around. And I think that Max would be very, very proud of you for not giving in to bitterness because of his death and for holding on to the good qualities that he loved in you. Well, let's talk about Outlook House. It's going to start small, but hopefully, eventually, it will be a nationwide center one day that all young people, rich and poor, will be able to go to for the help and the support that they need.
Well, that's very ambitious. Again, if you don't mind, I'd like to start with something slightly less intimidating, like getting the idea off the paper.
Sure. Was I making a campaign speech?
Almost.
Okay, why don't I just get you the file? And that will show you the goals and the needs that we have. Obviously, our most important need right now is money.
Of course, yes.
There are, however, a number of very prominent people in town who are willing to serve on the committee with you, and there's a list of their names in the
Vicky,
file.
I don't wish to have a committee help me. In fact, I'm totally against it. All I need is Father Tony Valone to help me, and I can take care of the rest of the duties.
Are you sure? There's an awful lot to be done, a lot of details.
Well, I insist. Either I do this alone, or I'm afraid I can't help you at all.
Ein Ereignis ist, das aus ganz Europa den Hochadel anzieht, wie es seit der Heirat zwischen Prinz Charles und Lady Di nicht.
We don't have to understand the words to know what's going on here. It's too late. If only we could have done more sooner.
Don't blame yourself. We did everything we could.
Prominente aus allen Schichten.
Listen, don't forget about Dorian or Beau or Megan. We just have to hope that they get to Sarah before she says I do.
You're right about that. I still wish there was more we could have done. Well, we better get off the street. Roland may have sent some of his goons out here.
Oh, look here. What about these scissors? You think they do them?
I doubt it.
Too bad I can't just pick up the phone and order the proper tools sent up.
Those daggers on the wall over there, they real?
Yeah.
They just might work. Yeah. You know what, you guys can use this too later on as handles.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
yeah.
hurry up, Bo. I'm getting pretty nervous. You know, they check on me on a pretty regular basis, and they haven't done it for a while.
You sure this cable is only for the surveillance system?
Yeah.
Can you get a message to Lambview? Vicky and Roger both, they know I'm here.
Oh, God, they must be frantic by now.
I just don't want your dad running over here in a panic and getting himself arrested.
You know, Roland hasn't restored the phones inside the palace yet. I'll have Klaus get one of my men to go outside and make the call.
Yeah, Bo, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about that.
This cable is tough.
Great, you did it. You shorted it.
All right,
That's great.
hurry, now get going. And be very careful, and remember, you're just a baker who got lost in the commotion.
Right, the hat.
The hat.
Yes, thanks. You guys take care of each other. All right.
According to the board, Sarah never even left her room. The system must have shorted.
No, someone sabotaged it. There's a traitor in the palace. Someone is turned against me. Every time I think I've got the upper hand, I lose it.
No, it's just a series of challenges. That's all, Roland. That's all.
Yes, that's it. That's it. My metal is being tested. But I'll show Raymond. I'll show them all. You come with me. Send my men to Raymond's chambers. I'm going to Sarah's apartment to be sure that she's secure. If there's a traitor in this palace, I'll find him and I'll kill him.
Gabrielle, I don't really understand this.
Vicky, after what you've told me about your past, I think you do understand. I don't have a great deal of patience for a lot of people right now. And to have a committee behind me, that means a lot of different decisions and endless discussions.
Yes, you're right about that.
So you'll just have to trust me. I know that is rather a tall order after the history we've had together.
On the contrary, I do trust you. At least the person you've become.
Fine. Then you will trust me to do this job with Father Valone's occasional help. If you would also help me in the beginning, I would be very grateful if you would introduce me to the people in Lambview that have the wealth and the power, and I'll see to it that they contribute to this program.
Yes. Yes, I can handle the introductions. I think you should start with Renee.
Why? I heard that Asa is completely against your campaign.
Yes, he is on a personal level, but they are both very much in favor of our battle against the drugs. And I think that they would contribute very heavily to this.
And that contribution should definitely be publicized so that other people might be able to match it, if not exceed it.
Yes. Let us not forget the competitive factor among the rich people in this town. Let me see if I can get Renee right now.
I would be able to meet with her later, if that's all right.
Okay. Nigel. Hello, it's Victoria Buchanan. Is Mrs. Buchanan in, please? Thank you. I'm going to Washington for a few days, so if you need anything, just ask Roger, okay? Renee, hi, it's Vicky. Fine, thank you. I'm sitting here with Gabrielle Medina, who would very much like to meet with you sometime this afternoon, if possible, to talk to you about Outlook House.
Oh, wow, a real bed. Oh, I don't think I'll ever move again.
Deborah, don't say that. We may have to move out of here at a moment's notice.
Yeah, but nobody seems suspicious of us downstairs.
I don't know about that.
But we're in Austria now. Can't you relax?
Deborah, it is quite possible that Roland will lie to the Austrian government. Tell them that we're just a bunch of escaped criminals. He could have the authorities out looking for us right now.
God, don't say that.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being a little paranoid. I just have this gut feeling that I shouldn't let my guard down.
Look, I have great faith in Dorian Lord. And once she gets to the American embassy and tells them what's been going on in Mendora.
That's another thing. What happens when these diplomatic charges start going back and forth between the countries, huh? Roland could panic. He could resort to violence. I gotta stop this. Oh, man, I am thinking too much. I've just got to turn my mind off. I'm thinking of all the worst possibilities.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Look, you don't mind if I, kind of lie down next to you, do you?
No.
Oh. Oh.
I trust you. And what's that supposed to be?
Well, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not.
Well, of course you should. So, why don't you try, take a nap? You know, have a little bit of a rest.
I don't know that I can.
Well, you should try. I mean, we've been on the run for days.
I think that's part of the problem. I'm so wired right now. Besides, I got this thing here on my neck, this knot. It feels like a grapefruit.
Really?
Yeah.
Roll over.
What?
Roll over. I just happen to know a little bit about massage.
So what are you telling me, that your fingers are as talented as your feet?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Oh. Ooh, ow, right there, yeah. Ow.
Is that too much?
Well, I hate to ruin the macho image you may have of me, but that hurts, yeah.
Okay. How about this?
Ooh. Oh, Deborah, that's nice. Where'd you learn how to do that with your fingers, girl?
I call it my survival kit. It's for my aches and pains and my legs get too much.
Well, this is one secret talent of yours I wish you'd let me know about earlier.
Wait, good, it's okay. It's only a car backfiring. Now, why don't you come on back? You were just starting to drift off.
Yeah, well, as I was drifting, I had this vision of Bo and Sarah. Deborah, I gotta go back.
To Mendora?
Yes, because I got this feeling they're gonna need my help. Now listen, I want you to talk to Dorian. I want you to tell her that I went...
I won't let you go. Don't tempt fate. Oh, God, please, don't go.
You know, when I look at that dress, I just can't help but think about the way I would have felt standing at the altar with Bo and saying that we were going to cherish each other till death do us part. You know, look, I'm sorry, Sarah, but this is not the kitchen.
Well, it better not be or this plan won't work. Just be quiet. I don't want those guards to know I dropped by to see you.
I just can't believe it.
What are you doing in those clothes?
Oh, you like this disguise? This got Megan and me in the palace.
Did Megan come too?
Yeah. She's with Raymond right now. She's fine. Look, I don't have time to answer a bunch of questions. We got to get out of here right now. Cassie, your mom's fine. She's with Cord and Deborah. But, honey, listen, do you have any warm clothes that you can go running in?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Isn't Megan going to come with us?
No, she's sticking with Raymond, and he's going to stay right here.
Well, that's stupid. Why didn't they come along?
I don't know, sweet.
Where? I don't know.
Roland, I'm coming in.
I think it's a wonderful idea, much better than the one I suggested. I just feel so badly that
Renee, you had no idea they were going to wheel in a car accident victim right in front of me in the hospital.
Gabrielle, it was a mistake to ask you to volunteer at the hospital to help others in their grief when yours was still so raw. This is great. Raising money for a treatment program for young addicts. Won't hit so close to home.
Tyler?
Yeah?
I've made a decision. I'm going to go through with Gabrielle's blackmail.
Andy, are you sure?
Yes. I don't want some stranger coming in here and telling me what to do. Anyway, I know what this place represents. Max's friends will know, and so will the old customers. And she didn't say that I couldn't hang up old photographs of him now, did she?
No, she didn't. And what will you name it?
I don't know, under the circumstances. Did you ever read Carson McCullers' The Ballad of the Sad Cafe?
Yeah.
Well, with Max gone, that's kind of what this place is like, huh? It's a sad old cafe.
Are you certain that Asa will say yes once he finds out I'm the one who's running the fundraiser?
Well, just in case I don't have to tell him. No, the point is that it's a contribution to a very worthy cause. And Asa, who was such a Scrooge at Christmas, is a little bit in a more giving mood these days, so I might just be able to get you a nice, tidy little something.
Oh, that would be terrific.
And Gabrielle, I also want to say, your desire to help others is so gratifying. I'm sure Max is looking down on you, smiling.
There you are.
I just got off the phone with a friend of Prince Raymond's.
Really? Well, is there any word? What's happened? Is Bo there?
I didn't get any details. Bo's message was very ambiguous, something about don't believe anything you hear on the television about the marriage, but not to worry, everything's under control, and whatever I do, Bo says not to come to Mindora.
What on earth is going on over there?
Well, whatever it is, apparently Bo and Megan and Sarah are safe.
Thank God for that.
Step aside, Cassie. Move! Search the room.
What for?
I suspect Bo Buchanan is behind this alarm.
By the way, what is this stupid alarm? Could you please have it turned off?
It's being taken care of.
Look, I don't know what you think is going on here, but Bo is not here. All right, I wish he were here. He could stop this ludicrous wedding once and for all.
You haven't said a word about how beautiful your gown is. And after I spent all that money on it.
I'm sorry. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Roland, you don't want to wrinkle it.
There's nobody else in here, sir. Good. Maybe it was a simple mechanical malfunction in the system.
Last.
Just in case your lover has managed to find his way back into the palace, I'm giving orders to shoot to kill.
Sure wish you were wearing that gown I was hiding under.
How can you joke like that? You heard Roland's threats.
I know, I heard it. And I'm worried, but I do have a plan. It can't work until tomorrow morning, so looks like I'm gonna have to spend the night with you.
Well, I'll leave you two kids alone. Bye.
Bye. Well,
Well, I mean, what if Roland comes back and barges in?
We'll push that table right in front of the door. That way it'll warn us. Don't you want me to spend the night with you?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I just can't believe you're here. I guess if you're stuck here.
Then what can we do?
Right. I love you so much.
Some flowers delivered for you, Mrs. Buchanan.
Well, thank you very much.
Excuse me.
Isn't that nice?
Campaign headquarters. Speaking.
Take time to smell the roses and forget testifying in Washington if you know it's good for you.
Make it 20,000 copies, okay? Great. Bye-bye. Thanks. All right, so are the roses from Clint?
Nope. There was no card. Secret admirer who can afford American beauties.
Well, they're lovely. Whoever they are, I'm jealous.
Don't be. Well, I have to go home and pack.
Are we saying goodbye here?
I hope not. No, we'll just say farewell, okay?
Give them hell in Washington, Victoria.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Tim? Yes? Would you just put them in water, okay? There's a vase in the closet. Bye-bye.
Come on, just take it easy, all right?
No, I can't. I won't let you go, not now that you're safe in Austria.
Bo needs me. I just can't turn my back on him and the others.
Yes, I know, but Bo and Megan can look after themselves. And by now, Prince Raymond's probably gathered his troops.
I appreciate your concern. I do. but it's gonna be just fine, all right? Maybe you could take a nap here.
No.
I'll be back
no.
before you...
I don't want you to go. Cord, you're not just a friend to me. You're very special. And I've been falling in love with you. And I just don't want to lose you.
Deborah, you're not gonna lose me.
Oh.
You're not. Deborah.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It's just so embarrassing. I should never have said that.
Listen, you think maybe some of this is because of what we've been through, the danger and all that?
No. It's not just relief. It's because it's you, Gord. Because I don't want you to go.
Deborah.
Don't talk.
No, Deborah, we can't. Not now. I'm sorry. Right now we can't. It's because of Bo. You need me right now. Listen, and as far as we are concerned, oh, Deborah, we got time. We got time to talk. Okay? And all those things you were saying to me about how much you cared about me, I thought that was nice. That was real nice. Because I care about you too. I do. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Too quiet, Raymond.
Yeah, I guess Roland thinks the crisis is over.
Yeah, well, the crisis may have just begun for Bo and Sarah. What if Bo got caught on the way out of the palace?
No. If Roland had caught Bo, he'd be in here gloating about it.
Yeah, well, don't you think if they'd gotten away, he'd be bouncing off the walls? I mean, what do you think has happened?
Well, maybe Bo didn't make contact with Sarah right away. Maybe he's hiding somewhere and waiting for things to settle down.
Well, don't you think you should go to the apartment and check it out, see if Sarah and those guys are okay?
No, I don't want to get Roland suspicious again.
So, what are you going to do?
Wait and hope that Sarah gets out safely.
And if she does, there'll be a coronation instead of a wedding.
And everyone will live happily ever after. Just like in the fairy tales. You still don't believe in fairy tales, do you?
No, it's not that. I just wish that the American actress and the future king of Mendora could have surrendered to their love before the end of the story.
I love you, Megan. And I've wanted to make love to you for a long time.
Do you really think it would be so wrong if we surrendered to our passion even though we have no future together?
How can anything we do tonight be wrong?
About tomorrow.
Sweetheart, I'm about 75% sure that my plan is gonna work.
Then why can't you tell me what the plan is?
Because it's just better if you don't know all the details. But this is not gonna be the last night that we ever spend together on this earth. You hear me? Put all the fears out of your head. And you just concentrate on me. The guy you almost dumped for a prince.
Sweetheart, you don't know how hard it was for me to lie to you. The letter and the phone call.
I know. How about trying to lie to me when I saw you face to face, though?
Trying. It's a good thing you have such a big ego. Most men would be back in America. They wouldn't be here in Mendora saving the damsel in distress.
Didn't have anything to do with ego. I believe in you, that's all. I believe in us. And I know just how much you love me.
I do love you. And, now that I don't have to go through with that wedding.
No, honey, listen to me. The wedding's still on.
What do you mean?
I mean that none of us can really get out of this place alive unless you show up at the altar.
No, but you said that
I know what I said, and I meant it. I do mean it. We're gonna be together after the wedding.
Tonight, Valky goes undercover and overboard on Perfect Strangers. Then it's quiet time on Just the 10 of Us. After, it's the most gruesome civil war in Africa's history, and it's being fought by children. Some say it's the true